Whew. Hey, it's Jay, and welcome back to Breath of the Wild. Today, I'm going to be taking on the Master Trials. I probably got like 2 hours, maybe 3 to grind it out, and so if we don't get it first go, I don't know if we'll get it done this stream, but we'll see. Like with the other trials, I'm going to talk about a little bit about like what I've seen from it, from like looking at the guide and whatnot. This one's actually kind of cool in that it's sort of split up in elemental sort of style, where it starts out with lightning rooms, then fire rooms, then ice rooms, which I think is pretty cool. Again, I think I would appreciate these sort of like gauntlets a little bit more if there was a save point in every single safe room, but even still, dividing it up like that is kind of neat. And that means that for like the first couple, you can't use metal weapons because it's constant rain and thunderstorms. However, most of the enemies in those rooms are stall enemies, which means that just about any of them can be killed with anything in 2 hits, basically. There's a couple of more difficult ones. I feel like one that is worth pointing out is stall knocks. There is a stall knocks. We did figure out during the hit. When I first thought of stall knocks, I thought you could only hurt them by hitting them in their eye, but we figured out during the Hinox hunt that like anywhere works. It's fine. After that, there is the fire levels, which it doesn't look like there's too much challenging in those. It's mainly just you can't use wooden tools and, be a little bit cautious, because fire breath and whatnot can really catch up on you. But that one seems like it might be the easiest section of the 4. I'm not really sure. Then there's the ice section, and that's where things are going to get tough, because I've been using the attack up buffs to deal with the previous 2. But I'm going to need to cook a cold up buff when I get to the cold challenge, which will play with my attack up buff. Now, the good thing about that is I was barely making it to the end of my attack buff up for the first 2 trials, but with the first 2 sections of this trial, like, that shouldn't be too much of a problem, basically like 10 minutes each, and I have like a 30-minute buff. I can probably take my time a little bit more and not rush as much as I had been in some of the sections before. But then that's my like extra damage for those ice levels, which will be a bit of a shame, but hopefully I can deal with it. Fingers crossed I can deal with it. Once the ice levels are done, one thing that is pretty tough about the ice levels is there is a silver moblin at one point. Maybe I can manage to sneak strike like loop it. That is possible. But if I can't manage to do that, that's going to be a tricky fight. That might be like the hardest enemy in these first couple of rooms. And then also for both the fire and the ice challenge, each of them ends in a Talos fight of like the respective element. Usually I use the elemental arrows to fight the Taloses, but apparently you can also just use elemental weapons to like cool the lava or melt the ice. It does mean I'm going to have to find an iron hammer in the first few challenges. The guide I'm looking up mentioned I was supposed to use the iron hammer, but it didn't say where the iron hammer was, which that's pretty fucking lame. Then the last section is mostly about guardians. Now the very first one is probably going to be the hardest level of this entire gauntlet, where there are 6 like decayed guardians, the sort of turret-like ones, not the actual turrets, but the ones without legs. There's 6 of them in one room, and you basically have to parry all their attacks. And I'm pretty good at parrying guardian lasers at this point, but even still, 6 of them with basically no cover is pretty challenging. And I feel like that if the silver moblin doesn't kill me, that's probably going to kill me. That seems very tough. But from then on, the last section is actually like a bit of a cakewalk. Assuming that I managed to find all of the ancient arrows. There's 3 chests, each with 3 ancient arrows like hidden throughout this challenge. And I've got fingers crossed that I'll actually manage to find them all. I might not, but I'm hoping I'll find them all. That then brings me to Lionel's. When I first heard about these ending trials, I thought they were going to be absolutely fucking impossible because there's 2 Lionel fights in these end trials. But you can kill a Lionel with 1 ancient arrow. So that's not a problem at all. In fact, the last room, the main threats are an ancient arrow and a turret, a Lionel and an ancient turret. Each of those you can kill with 1 ancient arrow. So if I have 2 ancient arrows for the final room, I'm basically set. But there is a problem. There are more enemies in that final room. There's like 20 or something red book goblins on horseback. which, red goblins, they died at like one bomb, one hit with like any arrow, and so like they're not like that big of a threat. But when there's that many of them and they're all like moving that fast, actually getting them can be a problem. I've heard like a lot of horror stories of people that killed the Lionel, sometimes killed the turret, and then the red goblins finished them off, and that ended the run. And it's like, oh, God, that's very shitty. I do not want to have to go through that. Another thing that's worth mentioning is I had a thought that popped into my head at the beginning of the middle trials that I didn't test, but I looked it up between the sessions to see if it was something. You can't use amiibo. I thought for a minute, I wonder if you used an amiibo in the trial of the sword, could you like use that for like free heals and to make it easier? And no, you can't. Which makes sense. But even still, that could have been like a funny way to cheese the system if you just like drop down like your Daruk amiibo and get like a fucking Boulder Basher. That'd be great. I'm not sure if you can drop a Boulder Basher, but you know what I mean. So I think I'm gonna go piss actually, because I forgot to. I'm gonna go pee, and then we will take on the Master Trials. I'm hoping I can get it in one shot, but I'm not that confident.
Yep. Yep. Yup. 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 Yup.
I just realized I completely missed the chest of ancient arrows in the fire level, which means that like 3 of the guardians are gonna have to fight a little bit more legit. I think I'll be fine with laser parries though. I just have to figure out, well, which 3 do I want to kill? Um, I guess probably. I could probably want to ancient arrow the stalkers and the skywalkers, but I might be fine with flicking the first turret. I don't know. I think we will use an arrow on the next guardian, but I have to save at least 2 for the last room. Um, oops.
Yup. Yup. Yup.
I am shaking like a leaf on the tree. I fucked up all those shield parries, and yet somehow I'm still somehow pulling through this. Oh my god. I need a breather though. I'm gonna go away for a little bit. Well, I need to calm down.
Ho, 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 ho. Ho. Ho ho. Ha ha. Ho. Ho ho. 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 Ha. 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 Ho.
God, I really missing the one chest of ancient arrows fucked me up a bit. Fucking up all those parries on that like room for the turrets fucked me up a lot. But somehow, by the skin of my teeth, I pulled through. Now I think definitely if I was going in blind, I would not have beat the middle and hard like first time. I had a guide for this shit. But even with the guide, I was not surprised to get the hard the first time, especially after how shittily that turret room ended up going the first time. Oh no, message as I enter? I can't remember if the shrine music was playing the previous time you were here or not. My thumb is like jittery, and I don't want to fall off the ledge because I might do that. I might end up doing that. Actually, you know what? Not that it really matters, but I want to look presentable. Oh my god, there's 5 of them. I am back on mic. Yeah, I am. I think I am. Hello? I think that's me. You have done well. The depth of your heroism is beyond question. We are the ones who prepared this trial, following a revelation from the goddess Hylia. To the one who has overcome the trial of the sword, you have proven your hand worthy of the legendary Master Sword. Now that the hero has gained the power necessary to combat the calamity, our sacred duty has been fulfilled. Yeah, I kind of already killed the calamity, but okay. Chosen hero. With the awakened Master Sword now boasting its true splendor, protect the kingdom of Hyrule. For now and for always. There's 7 of them, actually. Okay, I will say though, before I grab it, there was 2 sub-levels in the first one. There were 3 sub-levels in the second one, but then there were 4 sub-levels in the last one. So I feel like there should have been 9 monks instead of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. But oh well. What a fit I'm wearing as I get this, though. Both pulling it out and receiving it. Ah, so you finally returned. Your mind, body, and soul are now ready to wield the Master Sword at its full potential. You never fail to impress. The Master Sword, the legendary sword that seals the darkness, a blade that can combat the calamity. Link's triumph over the trial of the sword has awakened its true splendor. Now you are truly one with that sword of yours. I must say, its glow it suits you quite well. As ever, I shall watch over your journey from here. The princess. I'm certain Hyrule's princess is pleased with your accomplishment as well. Well, that's very good. 90 out of 90 side quests complete. I was honestly not expecting to finish this one. But I did it. So now, I think the only thing left to do in the game to get 100% is down in the bottom left there. There's the 99.51 that tracks map completion. From what I understand, locations that you visit add around 0.8, 0.9% to that counter. So we're missing 5 or 6 locations. Now, I did find 5 things that are listed as like locations that should show up on my map that I didn't have. And then there's also 1 location in the castle that might be the last one that I'm probably going to go to anyway. So let's start with this one, because I think this one's going to be the fastest to get to. All right. Actually, I can't summon my horse, can I? Because I swapped out to Blub for the obstacle course. Oops, oops. That was silly of me. Alright. Might actually go ahead and put on the stealth gear so these guys don't notice me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save the game. I'm pretty sure it auto-saved after I got the Master Sword, but just in case, I'm saving anyway. Because, oh, the Marita Exchange Ruins. There we go. Okay. So now the Master Sword is just permanently awakened. I don't know if that means it just always does 60 damage, or if it does 60 damage and then also additional damage when you are near Guardians. We'll test that when we're near the castle. Also, I should use the beam attack. When I'm full on health and I've got the powered up Master Sword, I should probably try the beam attack out because I never have. I'll be honest though, I don't entirely get the point of the beam attack. I think it does 10 damage with the basic Master Sword, 30 with fully awakened. But you need full health to do it. And so it's okay, yeah, I guess you have infinite ammo and infinite durability, technically, but still, most bows in this game do over 30 damage, especially when you add in the damage that the arrow does. So I don't really understand why that's a feature. I would like to take out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take out Bomb Proof because we're only halfway to his bond. Okay. I'm gonna try and get my bond up. Bomb Proof. I think 10 is guaranteed to fully upgrade. And he's already half, so he probably only need 5, but I think I'm going to give him a whole 10 anyway. There you go. Eat up, big guy. Big, beautiful, who's big, beautiful boy? You big boy, beautiful boy. One handsome lad. Aren't you handsome? Aren't you a handsome man? Handsome man. Handsome man. Handsome horsey. Who's a good horsey? Handsome man. Handsome horse. Handsome man. That's not the right one. Hold on. I don't really need this sheet, but I'm going to get it out anyway. Because I've already got them all marked on my map, too, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now, take horse. Max, max, max. Okay, good. All right. Sweet. All right, that's one down. Next one, I think we'll go for, I guess probably you. There's another bridge. I think 3 of the ones we're missing now are just bridges. And there's one bridge where I have no idea how we didn't cross it. Because I could have sworn we went through Hyrule Park up north to discover Wooded or Eldon the first time, but I guess we must not have, because we discovered the bridge into Hyrule Park, but then we didn't discover Hyrule Park, I think, at least, until we fought that Stalnox. So I must have gone over Crannel Hill instead. I'm not sure where the Guardian showed up in that case. Oh. I forgot you were here, Flower Blight. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's that bridge, but I'm not positive. Oh no, someone's in danger on the bridge. Oh no, whatever will I do? Poor weak little Hylian man. Whatever will I accomplish? Oh no, a red bokoblin. Horrible bridge. Oh no. What a fight. I do love. I missed one of the red bokoblins at the end of the expert trials. But tough nut cake, nice. I like watching the river flow by the crime scene. The water streams so peacefully, makes it hard to believe the great calamity really happened. The monsters attack out of nowhere, and I think, oh right, time to head back to the stables. Whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I meant to kill the turret last, and so I was honestly surprised when I didn't skip it. I looked down and was like, oh, is there literally one bokoblin that I missed? That's hilarious. But we got him too, so that's fine. Okay, now we're gonna head to Terrytown. Shit, there is something else I want to do though. Which actually probably should. No. I want to get an ancient sword before we finish. Just so I have the full ancient gear in my pocket. As like bragging rights, you know? 90% of the things I've been doing in this game has been for bragging rights. Ow! I standing close to my horse or something? What the hell? No, thank you. I'm just here for the bridge. I didn't realize there was monsters so close to Terrytown. Alright, East Sakala Bridge. Very nice. Yeah. Very good. Now, I don't know what the best way to get to this guy is, but probably here, I think. Probably? Probably? I don't know. I think it's a shame you can't put other gear on the giant horse, because I think that the royal horse looks best with the royal gear. I think the ancient horse would look badass with the giant horse would look badass with the ancient gear. I think like the orange and the circles would go well with like the mane. I also think that the gear you buy from Kilton would look really good on a stall horse, but no, we can't always be winners. Although, you know what, theoretically, given how I went about it, I probably could have done the Trial of the Sword like as soon as I got like max hearts. It's just that I really just did not have fun with the beginning of Trials originally, and even doing it, it wasn't that fun all the way through. Because usually it's like enjoyable like for like the 5 or 6 rooms between a safe room, but then like after that, like the pressure of just like, oh, I have to start all over just starts making it not fun. I think it's the right path. Yeah, it should just lead us straight towards it. I'll give him a hand. Why are you so close to the side? You're normally like more in like the center. I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna TP out of here once I get the point. Yep, Holman Bridge. Okay. Next up is there. We have to get to the water reservoir. The change rooms are probably the coolest place we've been so far. Like mopping these up. It's just a monster camp, but it was kind of neat looking. But like, yeah, just like 3 bridges. One of them I didn't get because there's a Korok. One of them I thought I had already gotten, but apparently I just never passed all the way through that path. And the other one was just like, oh, there were so many paths in and out of that area that I guess it just never occurred to me to use it. I never bothered using it. This one is kind of interesting, though. water reservoir. I need that they have like a little pool of water here. Well, I was gonna check what the hell was under here, but Guardian, no thanks. 99.91, yeah, so there should just be one more location, and I think I know where it is. We are going to try and find the King of Hyrule's study. I have no idea how the hell we missed it when we were exploring this whole area the first time, but apparently we never managed to get to the King's study. Now, luckily, this shrine leads right to the library, and it's one of the secret passages in the library, so we should be able to find it no problem. But still, I have no idea how we missed this one. I thought we explored the castle pretty thoroughly, especially with the Korok hunt. But I guess not. It's very winding and labyrinthian, which I do appreciate. Makes it kind of fun to traverse. What bow do I have equipped, actually? Ancient bow? Regular arrows? That's fine. Oh, I need my nieces, though. Beam attack! Beam attack! Beam attack! Beam attack! Beam attack! Beam attack! I beam attacked him! Aren't you proud of me, Papa? Papa, aren't you proud? Okay, I'm not sure which metal bookcase has the hidden study. Especially the charge up of getting into beam attack mode. I'm not sure what really the benefit of this attack. Wait, actually, can I blow up pots? Beam attack! Beam attack! Fire arrow! That's stronger than a beam attack! Beam attack! I was kind of hoping that from what I hear, it does triple the damage once you've finished the Trial of the Sword for that attack, but even then it's not much. Oh, this is the cave. We found the cave before with the secret war stash. Do I not have any hammers? No. Well, Cobble Crusher. And actually, also something interesting I learned. I thought all of the smashing weapons did times 4 damage to oh. Nah. I thought they all did times 4 damage to Taluses. It turns out the Cobble Crusher, Stone Smasher, and Boulder Breaker do times 2 damage to Taluses, while the Iron Hammer does times 4. And so actually, it's better to use an Iron Hammer than a Stone Smash than a Cobble Crusher against the Stone Taluses. I just thought that was kind of weird that one of the easy mode ones was somehow harder to use. I don't think we've been in this one before. Yep, this is it. Man, that book's seen better days. Check out a little thing of scrolls. Nice little banner. Of course, the shield. Oh, he's eating bugs. I thought he was attacking me. What's in the chest? 300 bucks. Nice. You think the king would have more than that, but I'm not complaining. All right. The writings of Roland Bosphorus Hyrule. Read first page. Does that mean her name is Zelda Hyrule? Today, as the sun rose and a new day was born, my daughter, too, joined this sweet world. In keeping with the traditions of the royal family, I've decided to name her Zelda. I'm not a man accustomed to frivolous musings, but now seems a good time as any to begin my royal memorandum. I think I got that right now. God, I fucked that one up. Reports keep arriving regarding the excavation of relics. The fortune teller's predictions seem to be coming true. Calamity Ganon was not a figure of fable or even of legend. He actually existed in our great land of Hyrule. We must investigate all the relics, learn as much as we can, but understanding the divine beasts alone will take time. Zelda's eyes lit up like wildfire when I told her about the relics. I must admit, she has a knack for research. My queen has left this world. Her death was so sudden and unexpected, I awaken most nights unsure if she's really gone. Zelda never cried, never faltered, not even during the royal funeral, or later when she and I were alone with our grief. I must assume her strength is a result of us repeatedly informing her of her duty to be a valiant and steady princess. For a child of merely 6 years of age, her conduct was truly of that of a born leader. Her strength gives me hope. From now on, I must raise her all alone. Now only I remain to prepare her for her difficult future as Princess of Hyrule. Zelda finally reported back after her visit to the fountain. It seems her sacred sealing power is still yet to awaken. It's been a year and 3 months since her mother passed. Perhaps she is held back by heartache too deep to heal. If the Ganon prophecy wasn't looming over our heads, I would tell her to take her time, to wait until she's ready. Wait, so she was only like 7.5 when she went to the Spring of Courage? I thought her boss's story happened way sooner to Link's appointment, but I guess not. I would tell her to take her time, to wait until she's ready, but her situation is dire and leaves no room for weakness, even on behalf of my beloved daughter. My heart breaks for Zelda, but I must act as king, not a father. I must order her to train relentlessly at the fountain. That was the Spring of Courage, right? Not just a fountain. I'm assuming it means Spring of Courage. I was told Zelda went off to research ancient technology, so I had no choice but to confront her about it. She claimed she was simply using her day off of training to indulge in a little bit of research, but I still scolded her. She won't get it through her head, forcing me to tell her the same thing I've been repeating ad nauseum. The reason her sacred powers still won't awaken is because she's spending all her efforts playing at being a scholar. Ooh, I guess it is 10,000 years since the last Zelda actually had her powers properly revealed, but she's the spirit of wisdom, my guy. You should have been doing this from the start. In truth, I understand Zelda's feelings, painfully so. She lost her mother, her teacher, before she could learn from her. 10 pointless years of self-training, without so much as a book or a note to help her find her way. Those in the castle talk behind her back, and I, her only family, scold her for her shortcomings. No wonder she wishes to hide away in her beloved relic research. I'd love nothing more to console her. But I must stay strong. She must fulfill her duty. Just as we all must, even if she comes to despise me. I've been told my Zelda went to the Spring of Wisdom. This will likely be her last chance. If she is unable to awaken her power at Lanayru, all hope is truly lost. If she comes back without success, then I shall speak kindly to her. Scolding is pointless now. Oh no! I forced 10 years of training on her, and after all that, it seems her power will stubbornly awaken some other way. Perhaps I should encourage her to keep researching her beloved relics. They may just lead her to answers I can't provide. For now, I sit anxiously, more a father than a king in this moment. I sit and await my daughter's return. Fucking hell. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Oh. Finally decides to drop the tough guy act and dies a minute later. That's a bummer.
Sucker.
Okay. There's a couple things that I want to clean up real quick, real fastly. Oh, I had 1,000 rupees. That must have been for some of the chests that we broken. Or at a castle. I thought I had to go stop at a shop, but I guess not. All right. Actually, wait. I probably should check the. I should probably check the actual completed percentage, shouldn't I? As a celebration of us finally doing that. I should probably check that. 100% out of 100.00% out of 100%. Okay, that's a little bit funny looking, but 100% on Sheikah map completion. 100% on side quests. 100% on memories. 100% on shrine quests. 100% on main quest, except for Destroy Ganon, because that one just doesn't save, because it reloads before the fight. And once I'm in here... Oh, a bit annoying that my Master Sword isn't going to be last, but I can fix that by entering and reading the trial. Alright. Champion Urbosa, Scimitar of the Seven. Mipha's Lifescale Trident. Daruk's Boulder Breaker. The Ceremonial Trident, in Mipha's honor. The Ancient Blade Saw. The Ancient Sword. The Ancient Spear. The Master Sword. Rivali's Great Eagle Bow. The Ancient Bow. Urbosa's Daybreaker Shield. The Ancient Shield. And the Hylian Shield. That's not all of the special weapons in the game, but everything else that's special is like amiibo exclusive. Now I want to go ahead and real quick, like. Link's house might have been better for this, actually, now that I think about it, but we're gonna go to Terrytown. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. This is not going to be my last stream on Breath of the Wild, though. I think I'm going to do at least 2 more. The next stream is going to be a bit of a celebration and look back, where I'm going to rewind the Heroes Path mode, and we're going to go back through it, and we're going to see like everything that we did over the course of our adventure. Then I think I'm going to do a couple of streams where I what's the word? I'll read through some of the Hyrule Compendium entries and whatnot to like, and the side quests, just to kind of check up on all of the lore, make sure I'm like completely caught up. But yeah, I don't think we ever actually went down that pass between the Judo Wastes and Lake. That's a bit of a shame. And of course, you can't get on top of Mount Agat or Agate for no reason. Don't know why. But I've been Jay. This has been Breath of the Wild. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.